P.J. Washington out there with flags. Then it's D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Davis. And it's Christie in at the shooting guard position. And for the Timberwolves, DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. When it comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front courts to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
Now here's Russell. Washington, a screen on DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. Russell against DiVincenzo. The shot by Russell, no good. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Randall outside. To the inside. Edwards. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
Steps back. Has to flag. The 3 is up. Knocks down the long J.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And here's Minnesota now. Outside McDaniels. Now here's DiVincenzo. Now Randall. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Well, he's a wrecking ball on offense. Randall, so good at finishing inside.
Christie passes it to Davis. Yep, that one goes.
He knows he can get his shot anytime he wants, and he also knows he has the green light.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. He spoke about their defensive schemes tonight, especially in relation to Anthony Davis. He said it's essential that we limit his impact. We have to stay strong inside and not allow Davis to intimidate us no matter what. Strong words from Coach. We'll see if his guys can make it happen. BA, back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Outside McDaniels. Randall on the screen. Down low. And it's Randall with the jam.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randall throwing it down.
An area of the floor where Jaden McDaniels really excels. Defense.
Yeah, he's a strong perimeter defender. He's got great length, good anticipation, and he's competitive. I mean, those are the things that allow him to shut guys down on occasion.
And it's flag missing. Here's Randall. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. This game against Dallas here, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they were the odds-on favorite in this matchup last year, but actually lost the season series.
Yeah, and for them, that was a bit embarrassing. So expect them to come back with a point to prove tonight.
And so it's Dallas with it, following the score by Minnesota. Pass to Davis. And Gobert with a block.
That's exactly what Rudy brings to your team on the defensive end.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
A defensive play like that early in the game can go a long way. Establishes an attitude that you want to have during the game.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's flag outside. Again, the miss by Dallas. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Randall, the pass to Edwards. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Pass to Randall. Over Christie. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Randall's got 6 points.
5 straight buckets to start the game. Off to a hot start.
Washington outside. Back to Russell. The 3. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
You know, with good form, a quick release, and a nice feel, Russell's comfortable in catch-and-shoot situations.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
Mavericks trail by 4. Left side, Russell. Outside, Davis. floats one, and Gobert with a block.
So good at finding these swats. Gobert loves reaching out and sending them away.
Pass to Randall. Outside Edwards. The three. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. Randall's got 3 assists in the game.
Boy, their offense is really humming right now. They just can't miss.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And let's take a moment to call out some of the top defenders in the rookie class. 5th on the list, Cooper Flag.
You just love the effort he puts in on defense. Rare to see a rookie who can disrupt offenses like him.
Yeah, and I think it's a unique talent and instinct he has. I mean, timing out the dribble, seeing the pass before it happens. Really excellent hands when he goes to strip the ball, and I think he's only going to get better.
Now here's Russell, taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Gobert against Davis. And Gobert with a block.
And that is why Rudy's won all those Defensive Player of the Year awards. It feels like he's everywhere on D.
And out of bounds, Dallas will have it.
And they got a spot in the top 10 when it comes to hampering the opposing offense. They create solid coverage that doesn't allow for a lot of easy shots.
And you pointed out, they are 3rd in blocks. So this is a defense you need to hit jumpers against. Scoring in the key is not easy. Russell, the pass to Washington. Christie against Edwards. Oh, there's the alley! And Edwards slams it in.
Rising up for the throwdown. Major hops from Edwards.
Russell, the pass to Washington. Up top, Davis. Over Gobert. Dallas, no good that time either.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here's DiVincenzo. Flushes it down to finish the break.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Here's Flag. He's been contributing over 15 a game. Davis with a screen on McDaniels. Pass to Davis. And he goes right over Rudy Gobert. Slams it down.
You know, that's one that'll stay with us for a while. I mean, Davis, one of those guys that can really electrify a crowd, no matter what building he's in.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Outside, DiVincenzo. Back to Edwards. Clock at 6. To the wing, right side. 18 feet out. And DiVincenzo with a basket on the assist from Gobert. And the Timberwolves lead by 13. Pass to Flag. Washington outside. Davis with a screen on Randall. Here's Washington. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Really good control that time by Washington. Embraced the physical contact and then worked his way through it.
Nas Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. Mike Conley comes in for DiVincenzo. Clark, at this point of the season, team identities have to be getting pretty firm.
BA, you would hope that teams know what they're good at by now. I mean, and their weaknesses as well. You can build on your identity as long as you understand strengths and weaknesses.
Now here's Edwards. He has 7. Can't hit from the elbow.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
To the paint. And it's Washington missing. And so it's Reed with it. He brings it up for the T-Wolves. 10-point lead. And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves able to keep the possession. How about that elevated look on the AT&T connected cam? McDaniels up top. Pass to Edwards. Reed sets a screen. Inside. 6 to shoot. A slam dunk by Reed.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
And Davis gets it to go.
He's automatic at the rim with that size and wingspan.
Minnesota leading by 10. Edwards looking it over. Doesn't go that time. Christie with some nice D. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Oh, rejected by McDaniels.
McDaniels is perhaps the best wing defender in the league, guys, showing us why right there.
Clark is checked in for Minnesota. Shannon comes in for Edwards. Daniel Gafford's checked in for the Mavericks. Klay Thompson comes in for Christie. Washington finds Davis. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Pass to Thompson from outside the arc, and he buries his first look.
I really believe we can go ahead now and lock Klay Thompson in on the short list of the greatest pull-up shooters in the NBA, and we might be talking the all-time list here.
Now here's McDaniels. Turned in an outstanding game against Utah. Here's Shannon. Launches a 3. Russell with the rebound. The Timberwolves making it to their 2nd straight Western Conference Finals last year, Clark.
Yeah, you know, what impressed me the most, I think, was making it last year as a 6th seed, gelling down the stretch of the season. They struggled for a good part of the season, but the last third or so of the season, they really came together. Just did not have quite enough to make it to the final.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, the Timberwolves have elite shot creation, but it's finding that balance. Anthony Edwards said, I'm wired to score the ball. I'm going to showcase my game, so it's hard to find that balance of when to pass and when to keep it and try to get going. Sometimes I feel like the right play is me. Brian, back to you.
Fills it up with the best. Okay, Allie, good stuff. Here's Washington, following the score by Minnesota. Outside Davis. Back to Washington. Just 5 on the clock. Misses the 3. Minnesota leading by 6. Here's Shannon. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, man. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Now here's Clark, averaging around 5 points a game. Pass to Shannon. Outside Conley. This one for three. The offensive rebound.
You know he wants that one back, right in his wheelhouse.
And there's the lob, and Davis slams it home.
There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
Minnesota has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Here's Conley. There's the block.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now here's Thompson. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Outside Davis. Takes a three. Washington outside. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They defeated Utah in their last game.
It always helps when your opponent turns the ball over that many times. I thought it was the deciding factor overall.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow their game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
Minnesota shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
At the line for your Timberwolves, Shannon, taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. So both teams changing it up here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the defense pay. More 2K action in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
In addition to that, how about the mid-range action we've seen from this group? Utilizing the jump shot to get them started in the right manner in this one.
Taking a look at the Mavericks. Klay Thompson is out there with Najee Marshall. Then it's Daniel Gafford. Then it's Hardy. And it's Williams in at the point. Martin against Randall. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Caleb Martin. That's his first foul. Here's Randall. Clark outside. Shot clock at 6. Shannon's shot is off.
Defensively, pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Williams passes to Martin. Thompson scanning the floor. Gafford with a screen on Reed. Thompson against Reed. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Stolen by Conley. Pass to Clark. To the middle. Lets it go from deep. Shannon's shot is off. Mavericks trail by 8. And here's the fast break. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
A taller guard with a quick trigger, Klay Thompson, is also an impressive perimeter defender and playmaker.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
That free throw is good from Thompson. The role of the big man has evolved over the years. What's been the most noticeable change to you, Clark?
BA, and it's not just the big man. I just think the overall athleticism of all of the players, certainly the big guys, stand out because they're now taking the ball rack to rack. They can go in traffic with the dribble. They're more mobile on defense because defenses switch a lot now. I mean, it's not all about being in the paint just because you're a big guy. They play all over the place.
And the Mavericks have stressed the importance of defense to winning at the highest level, Grant.
Yeah, BA, they felt that fortifying the team at that end of the floor would get them closer to contention. And look at them. They're making some bold moves there along the way.
Randall, good.
You know, Randall has a nice package. He's got a good touch, good mechanics, and he's a capable mid-range shooter.
Here's Williams. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, BA. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
The free throw drops for Williams. So he's able to get 1 of 2.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. We know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Clark, when you look at the evolution of Julius Randle, talk about his playmaking.
Yeah, he's worked on trying to see things as they develop a little more, and I imagine he's done a lot of film study. I could only attribute some of his improvement to that. He's looking for others intentionally and aggressively, so I think that's part of why his teammates enjoy playing with him. They know he's making the effort to distribute the basketball.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, Julius Randle offers a versatile skill set. Not only does he have outstanding handles for a guy of his size, he's pretty quick too. He's also got that strength, which is a pretty nice combination.
Both shots good from the stripe.
When your big man can knock down free throws, that's a bonus for sure.
Mavericks trail by 9. Williams on the wing. He's guarded by Conley. Williams against Conley. Pass to Thompson. Clock at 6. No good on the triple.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
And when he's in the zone, it's very hard to slow down Julius Randle on the offensive end. I mean, he's got serious power to his game.
And it's blocked by Martin. And they'll keep possession. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Najee Marshall. That'll be a second foul of the game. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Juzang, he's checked in for Clark. And Dillingham subbed in for Shannon. Dallas also making some changes. Davis, he's checked in for Martin. Flagg comes in for Marshall. And Christie subbed in for Klay Thompson. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Reed, a screen on Williams. Back to Reed. Fires the 3. Davis with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Williams. And here's Christie. Here's Davis. He's guarded by Conley. That shot off the mark. Randle with some nice D. Here's Dillingham, defended by Christie. Randle. And it's Randle with the jam.
You know, guys, every year Randle seems to improve as a scorer. You know, he's looking more and more confident, more comfortable out there scoring the ball.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Minnesota. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You take a look at the Timberwolves. They're in 6th place, but still time to make a move in the standings. And, of course, there's Dallas, not posing much of a threat right now.
Seeing where the Timberwolves are, it really hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for. But they're still in the hunt for a high postseason seed.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
Now, here's Williams. 17 points for him last game against Phoenix.
And his effort carried over to the defensive end. He came away with 3 steals and was a pest in general all night.
Just 4 to shoot. Davis from long range. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Well, in that mid-range area, Edwards is money. The defense must guard him better than this.
Tipped away. Now Conley. No points so far. And stolen by Williams. Here's Flagg, guarded by Edwards. Williams misses. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 10-1 run. Pass to Edwards. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Flagg. Coming off a 16-point game against Phoenix.
He didn't make it all about himself. His passing was sharp, and he kept everyone involved. Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And Minnesota with possession here. After the Mavericks picking up a basket just a moment ago. Count the basket. Edwards got 6 points in the quarter.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Here's Flagg, guarded by Edwards. 4-3, and Flagg with a 3. Flagg's got 8 points.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Conley. No points yet. Randall deciding where to go with it. The 3 is up. The Mavericks pull it in.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Davis with a screen on Conley. Here's Williams. And here's Flagg outside. Another 3 for Dallas.
Well, the defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his 2nd this quarter.
Randall outside. Shoots over Davis. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Back to Williams. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Reed. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Here's Edwards. Oh! Edwards finishes the break.
A reliable option he's been tonight. He's their safety valve for sure.
Randall with a steal. Right wing for 3. Conley. Gafford grabs the miss. Mavericks trail by 15. Pass to Flagg. Now here's Davis. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And it's clear Anthony Davis welcomes the challenge of leading as the team's best player.
And it's a role he occupied in New Orleans. Now the opportunity to play more at the 4 spot. He got what he wanted and is ready to take the weight.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Julius Randle. Jaden McDaniels comes in for Dillingham. And it's DiVincenzo in for Conley.
In many ways, Anthony Davis is the epitome of a two-way threat. He can be just dominating on both sides of the ball with his physicality.
Nice shot by DiVincenzo.
And they're winning and playing with great confidence, but they need to be more efficient with those three-pointers.
Yeah, and perimeter shots, though, not really falling at a good clip here. So I think they may have to back out of that a bit and not settle for those jump shots.
Minnesota leading by 16. Pass to Edwards. Over Christie. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Dallas has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Here's Washington. Oh, and Reed with a block.
What a denial that time by Reed. Excellent body control on that block.
Edwards, that's good.
A steady start has turned into a spectacular second quarter for him.
Outside Christie. And he lobs it up to the rim. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Anthony Davis talked about what motivates him. He said championships, the things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard. All that stuff matters the most to me. Don't get me wrong, money is amazing, but my legacy will win that battle every time. Back to you guys.
Priority straight. Hard, Allie. Thanks a lot. Here's Russell following the score by Minnesota. Has to flag. Here's Christie to halt the run. Gets the 3 ball to go. Christie's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Timberwolves lead by 18. Here's Gobert. Now here's Reed. Outside Edwards. 5 to shoot. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Max Christie picks one up.
Boy, at 6'4", 225 pounds of twisted cable wire, Edwards is built like a linebacker.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. Free throw good. Edwards, the #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
And he makes both free throws. Well, it's no surprise Edwards has a football background, Clark. Just look at him.
Yeah, he is well put together, B.A. No question he could handle himself on the gridiron. You know, early on, he thought that would be his path. He's mentioned playing it professionally someday. How about that? I don't think it's a great idea, but interesting that he would even broach it. But if anybody could pull it off, he might be the guy.
Now here's Russell. That one falls, coming off Davis' feed. Russell's got his second basket of the night.
Well, you know, this is just who Russell is, in my opinion, guys. A very assertive and confident player who looks to score the ball as much as he can.
Outside McDaniels. Puts up a 3. The kick out to Edwards. Fires the 3. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Mavericks trail by 18. Here's Christie, has to flag, 3-pointer, and the Mavericks, another 3!
This second quarter, he's been much better, improving over that slow start.
Edwards, a pass to Reed. There's a minute 34 left in the first half. Picked by Gobert. Here's McDaniels. It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Washington. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
That was just great work to battle through contact and will in the shot.
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
And this is his second attempt at the line tonight. And that one falls for Washington.
A dependable stretch for Washington is also somebody who continues to look to improve every year in the league.
Now here's DiVincenzo. 14 points for him last game against Utah.
And he played cat and mouse with the defense, baiting them into fouls, working himself to the line. Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's Gobert. 14 points for him last game against the Jazz in Salt Lake City.
Yeah, not to mention a couple of blocks, too, making his presence felt at both ends of the floor.
Now here's Washington. Pass to Russell. Here's Flag. 35 seconds left in the half. There's the triple. They grab their own miss. Washington's shot is good.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Here's Edwards.
Power it home!
Oh, wow!
Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
Here's Russell. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Dante DiVincenzo.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Old school D right there. Just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
That one misses.
And when Russell plays within himself, he's special, especially when it comes to scoring.
He hits the second from the line. 12 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Outside Edwards. Over Christie. And the basket by Edwards. Edwards got 24 points.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
Yeah, and you know, that is some defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. An insane quarter. No one could stop him. Back after this.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
Looking at Dallas, they knew it was going to be a tough year, and I got to say it's been hard to watch them fight, looking through all these challenges. We hope they're learning something out there. Challenging times for the franchise.
Okay, let's go back to the first half of our featured game. Anthony Edwards, guys, how about his performance?
The Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, coming up big, making his presence felt in the first half, man.
More bounce to the house. He can get airborne and make highlights with the best of them.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Here's Randall. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Oh, Edwards just pulling his way inside.
And this is exactly what you want Edwards to do, using his athleticism to score on tough defense inside.
Throws it up high and stolen by Gobert. DiVincenzo on the wing, guarded by Russell. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. Clock at 4. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Edwards can't hit. Mavericks trail by 13. Washington passes to Davis. Look at Davis go to work on the interior.
Wow, Davis on fire right now, doing just about anything he wants on offense.
Pass to Edwards, 19-footer. Another one falls for Minnesota.
And from the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
Now here's Russell. He has 6. Russell a screen on McDaniels. Back to Russell. Here's Flag. Lets it go from the wing. And there's a whistle. That goes on Max Christie. That'll be a second foul of the game. The Timberwolves lead by 13. DiVincenzo with it. 7 points in the game. Outside Edwards. Picked by Gobert. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Outside, DiVincenzo. He drops it from range. DiVincenzo's got 10 points in the game.
Nice little bounce in their step since the break. 3 for 4 to start the half.
Pass to Washington. Now here's Davis, defended by Gobert. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
There are very few that can handle and battle with Davis inside. I mean, he's got really tremendous strength and agility and a nice touch.
First one falls.
At his best, Davis is an MVP caliber player. One of the true franchise guys in the league.
Both free throws good from Davis. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Here's DiVincenzo. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Russell. Mavericks trail by 14. Here's Flag. 14 points for him. Jacks up a 3. The shot by Russell, no good. Christie against Edwards. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Gobert with a screen on Davis. McDaniels from long range. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
No question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Many players have size. So what makes Rudy Gobert such a good interior defender, Clark?
Well, size is part of it, clearly, B.A., but timing is the big thing. And then awareness, recognition of what the situations are and being able to adjust your body position accordingly. And then anticipation. Timing and anticipation, awareness, those are the things that make really good defenders.
All right, let's take a glance at which two guards have been shooting the ball the best from outside the arc this season. Second is Anthony Edwards.
And as a rule of thumb, you always want great shooters at the shooting guard position if you can get them. Now, these guys are the cream of the crop.
Yeah, that's safe to say. I mean, these guys don't know the meaning of cold streaks. They're either hot, red hot, or sizzling. Those are the kind of shooters they are from downtown.
Now here's Russell. 6 points for him. Pass to Davis. The baseline J. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, I tell you what, Davis is at his best around the basket, but the mid-range shot is a big part of his game, too.
Here's DiVincenzo. He's got 10. There's a screen. Here's Edwards. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Pass to Flag. Outside Russell. Here's Davis. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Here's Randall. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Flag. 14 points for him. That shot is off. Here's McDaniels. And the layup is good. That's 7 points now in the game for Jaden McDaniels.
Basically just ignored that contact inside. Really tough finish by McDaniels.
Russell, the pass to Christie. Davis against Gobert. Back to Christie. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Russell. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Christie against Edwards. Randall, a screen on Christie. Pulls it. And another basket from Minnesota.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight. And with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Outside Russell. The 3 from Washington. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
Well, he's a stretch 4 now with a dangerous outside shot. Washington loves letting that one fly from there.
Washington against Randall. Gobert with a screen on Washington. For 3, Randall. And it's Flag with a rebound.
I think everybody in the building expected him to make that collective shot.
To the paint. Randall with a steal. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's McDaniels. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. Randall's got 5 assists in the game. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Here's Flag. He's got 14 and stolen by Gobert. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, Edwards doing a nice job excelling in transition, has a really good understanding of how to fill the lane and get where he needs to be.
Pass to Davis. 2 points. That one goes. And that's now 20 points for Anthony Davis. The Timberwolves lead by 20. DiVincenzo, the pass to Gobert. Edwards against Christie. Gobert with a screen on Christie. Here's Edwards. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Washington. From deep. Sinks the tray. Washington's got 17 points.
That was silky smooth there by Washington. Only takes him a few seconds to lock and load.
Randall, the pass to McDaniels. Picked it out of midair. Washington with the ball. Randall's in his pocket.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And Minnesota has possession. The Mavs get their last shot to go. They get the rebound. Outside Edwards. Fires the three. That one is off.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Back to Russell. Washington a screen. Russell finds Washington. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Washington's got 10 points in the quarter.
I just love the ball movement.
And it's Edwards with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 22 was their biggest lead. And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. That'll be their second of a 5-game stretch at home.
After knocking down a couple in the first half, he hasn't gotten a three to fall since.
Edwards against Washington. Pass to Davis. Now here's Russell. Shot clock at 5. Shoots from the elbow. McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves lead by 13. Outside, DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen on Washington. Here's DiVincenzo. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
DiVincenzo fighting through contact there. Dante gets a chance to add another point at the line. Terrific and one.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
We've seen some obvious improvement in his free throw shooting since last year.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. And Minnesota with some changes. Nas Reed's checked in for Julius Randle. Shannon comes in for McDaniels. And Conley subbed in for Edwards. DiVincenzo, no good on the free throw.
Boy, the upside DiVincenzo has is obvious. I mean, now it's up to him to continue working on his game and keep getting better.
Now here's Russell. He's got 6. Williams up top. 18 feet out. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Now here's Miller. DiVincenzo, pass to Reed. Over Gafford. Reed can't hit.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on you.
Thompson outside. Launches it. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got rebound number 7 tonight. Miller finds Conley. Here is DiVincenzo. Pass to Reed. Over Williams. Reed can't hit. Mavericks trail by 15. Marshall outside. The 3 from Russell. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Clear he's pressing a little bit right now, and that's not going to help.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Russell.
Conley just keeps producing. He's the ultimate professional.
These are his first free throws of the game.
He's been a completely different guy at the line this season. I mean, last year, you weren't sure what you were going to get when he got to the stripe. There's no way we could have expected such a huge increase in those free throw percentage numbers.
The first free throw is good.
Tell you what, Conley may not be in his prime from an age standpoint, but I tell you, he is still tremendous as a floor leader, general, and he's a stabilizing presence on this team.
And Dallas making a change here. Davis is checked in. And Conley drops them both.
And Conley's the guy that leads by example. And as a result, his teammates respect and trust him completely.
Here's Williams. Soft touch off the glass.
They just aren't attacking from the perimeter like they did in that first half, and I think that's part of the problem right now.
Pass to Shannon. Here's Berger. He's guarded by Gafford. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Mavericks trail by 15. Thompson passes to Williams. Now Gafford. And stolen by Clark. The finish! Oh, Clark with the slam!
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Williams against Conley. Thompson, a screen on Conley. Pass to Davis. With one on the clock. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer!
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And so it's Minnesota liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, and as a two-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it's really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court right now for the Mavericks. Daniel Gafford is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Najee Marshall. Then it's Williams. And it's Thompson in a two-guard.
That's just a savvy move by Anthony Davis. I mean, caught the defense off balance and was able to draw the contact.
Two shots. Anthony Davis.
And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both shots.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
And the basket by Clark.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
Mavericks trail by 15. Williams on the wing. He's guarded by Conley. And it's Williams off the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That shot was made possible by the work of Anthony Davis.
And for Minnesota, they're shooting a fantastic 57%. Inside, here's Shannon.
Oh, what you say? Come on now.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Marshall with the bucket.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 14 feet away. Another one falls for Minnesota.
Randall's got tremendous confidence in his game, and he's pretty good at creating with his ball handling having improved.
Pass to Davis. Thompson outside. 4-3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Reed's got 8 rebounds in the game. Clark outside. Down low. Stolen by Davis. Here's Williams. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Back to Davis. Marshall outside. The 3-ball. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 15. And here's Randall. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Najee Marshall. That's his 3rd foul so far. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Edwards is checked in. Washington's checked in for Dallas. Nembhard comes in for Williams. Here's Reed. Outside Conley. Reed, a screen on Nembhard. Back to Reed. 6 on the shot clock. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. And the Timberwolves lead by 18.
This is a big part of Reed's value. I mean, he's proficient from deep, and he's got a quick trigger, too.
The 3 from Thompson. Oh, and Clay makes that 3 look so easy.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
It's Edwards on the wing. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it. A chance to check out Dallas's upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then Sunday, they'll be matching up with Damian Lillard and the Portland Trailblazers.
And looking at the Timberwolves matchup, no question they'll be amped for that one. Eager to prove themselves against a tough opponent.
Williams is checked in for Nembhard. Pass to Washington. Now Davis. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Randall's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Reed. Gafford grabs the miss.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Thompson passes to Williams. On the wing, Davis. Here's the 3. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Timberwolves lead by 15. Now here's Randall. Outside Conley. Back to Randall. Beyond the arc. Washington grabs the miss. Washington's got his 6th rebound on the night. Thompson outside. Pass to Davis. Back to Thompson. Outside, Williams. And here's Washington. Davis with a screen on Clark. The 3 from Washington. Randall pulls down the board.
Hey, it was a good look, one he normally capitalizes on.
Now here's Clark. There's the 3. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. Randall's got 8 assists in the game.
That's a nice kick out. Randall knew where everybody was and made the right decision that time.
Conley against Williams. Williams with the screen. And here's Thompson for 3. Minnesota leading by 18. Here's Randall. Washington grabs the miss. Washington's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Williams. Davis a screen. Williams into the lane. Takes the 3. Davis can't hit.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
To the inside, here's Thompson, and it's blocked by Edwards.
And you see Edwards trying to do this more, impose his will at the defensive end. Good job defensively that time.
A remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself in the position, and then was able to make the play.
And Minnesota with some changes. Gobert's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Clark. And Dillingham subbed in for Mike Conley. Dallas also making some changes. Flags checked in for Gafford. Christie comes in for Thompson. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Williams. Now here's Christie. Outside Russell. Fires for three. Sends it home from three-point land.
That's his second made three, first of this half.
Minnesota leading by 15. Here's Dillingham. Outside Edwards. Randall against Washington. Randall inside. And it's Randall with the jam.
Boy, Julius Randall putting some spice on that jam.
Pass to Flag. Washington, a screen on McDaniels. Washington outside. Here's Davis, defended by Gobert. Releases from 15, and Davis gets it to go. Davis has gotten 4 this quarter.
You have to appreciate guys who can work the mid-range area. It's clearly how you keep defenses honest.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I mean, with this combination of size and touch, he's a real threat from mid-range.
With one of the more unique skill sets in the league, Randall is a valuable part of this squad.
Here's Flag. Launches a three. Randall pulls down the board. The Timberwolves lead by 17. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Rocketing right off the floor. Explosive jam by McDaniels.
Russell, the pass to Christie. Davis probing. Here's Flag. Second shot opportunity. And Gobert with a block.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Here's Dillingham. Oh, it's blocked by Washington.
What a nice job getting up to deny that shot. Washington showing you terrific anticipation on that rejection.
Pass to Davis. With the drive. And finished off by Davis.
You know, he's been fairly productive, but it's going to take more, either from him or somebody else.
Here's Dillingham. Now Edwards. Fades back. That one's wide left. Mavericks trail by 19. Pass to Flag. From outside the arc. Knocks down the long J.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. And now let's take a second to present our player of the game, Julius Randle.
We saw outstanding focus and really good energy from him all the minutes he was on the floor. He was determined to make an impact every time he touched the ball, and he did just that. Guys on both squads could learn a lot from what he did here tonight.
Boy, you can see the amazing relationship he's built with the hometown fans, and it motivates him to always give them his very best. Christie with a steal. Outside Davis. Down low. Washington finds Russell. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
The size, the change of pace, the shiftiness of Russell. A hard guy to defend without foul.
And the first one at the line is good. Something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level, Grant.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all.
And both free throws good for Russell.
And there is an undeniable swagger to Russell's game. He plays with a ton of confidence and knows what he can do out there.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Ooh, it's stolen away. Oh, he misses the layup.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second. That's all it took.
The shot is money.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's flagged. And stolen by Gobert. Russell against DiVincenzo. 11-footer is good.
DiVincenzo really setting the tone offensively. Fantastic stuff from him tonight.
Christie against Edwards. Outside Russell. And he nails it.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
Minnesota leading by 15. Outside Gobert. A one-handed jam, rocking the rim.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Now here's Washington. Davis, a screen. 4 on the clock. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
No, if you're going to foul Davis, you better make it a hard one. AD is so strong.
Clark, you think about current NBA players. Which do you see becoming head coaches down the line?
Well, I think Chris Paul is an obvious answer. He's had so many leadership roles, not only on his team, but throughout the league. Mike Conley has great temperament, has been a tremendous mentor to other players, and is also a guy who has shown great leadership capability. Perhaps C.J. McCollum, a Northeast Ohio guy as well, because of leadership he's shown in the NBPA. So those are 3 that come to mind right away.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Both free throws good from Davis. Here's Conley.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Timberwolves.
I think it was their play in the paint that got them the win tonight.
And the defense seemed powerless to stop them down low, resulting in plenty of high percentage shots for them.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year. And we've come to expect these kinds of strong games for Julius Randle.
The way he saw the floor was quite special. I mean, he served up a ton of room service dimes.
Assist from Anthony Davis.
Minnesota has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the 4th quarter. Davis against Ingles. Outside Reed. Here's Shannon. Clock at 6.
Mavericks foul. Gafford. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Timberwolves, Shannon. 2 shots.
And he drops it first. That one's no good. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's Marshall penetrating. Ooh, he leaves no question. "23 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Miller. Oh, the drop pass, and he dumps it down.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Number 22, Jalen Clark.
We see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Dante, you won state titles in high school, 2 national titles at Villanova, and now a growing role in the NBA. What has been the secret to your success?
It's my ability to adapt. Different teams, different dynamics of different teams, and just my ability to adapt to that team and fit.
Sky's the limit, guys.
Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now, time for our player of the game, Julius Randle.